Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm writing this email because something really strange happened to me. I live in India and this happened about 2 years ago when I was 16. I live with my parents and 2 older brothers. In our neighborhood, there are only about 10 houses built in the same style, 2-story houses. My parents and I sleep on the first floor and my brothers sleep on the second. So it was just like any other morning. I woke up and my mom and older brother Ali were talking in another room. They were loud, but I didn't really pay attention. I was brushing my teeth and getting ready for school when my brother came into my room and jokingly said, "Want to see a ghost? Come here." I was so confused and a little creeped out. He walked to my parents' room and pointed to the window. Look, there was a huge road in front of our house and I saw a man standing in the middle of it wearing a shawl. It was winter and the fog was thick outside, making it hard to see. He was looking to the left where there were bushes and dense trees. It looked like a small forest. My mom was terrified, having never seen him in our neighborhood, but I thought he was waiting for someone. We watched him for about 10 minutes, and what really gave me the creeps was that he just kept staring at the bushes without moving a muscle. Then we shrugged and started getting ready for the day. My older brother Assad used to always take me to college on his scooter, and as we were leaving, I saw the man standing in the middle of the road, still facing the bushes. My brother passed him, and I watched him closely for a few seconds. He was wearing white pajamas and a light brown kurta. His shawl was off-white and covered him from head to knee. I could only see his eyes, and when my eyes met his, a shiver ran through my body. I could only see his eyes, but I could tell he was smiling. And his smile seemed to be a wide grin. I got goosebumps. During the ride to college, I kept wondering, is he smiling at me or is he smiling at something in the bushes? Once I got there, I quickly forgot about it and focused on my day. I left the university around 3:00 p.m. and rode home on a 3-wheeler, a vehicle similar to a taxi. I was on my phone the entire ride, and as I neared home, I thought of the man. I looked outside and saw the same man still standing there in the same position. The thought of him standing there for 8 hours in the winter without moving a muscle was mind-boggling. I was horrified. The driver was driving in the opposite direction, so I couldn't see his face, only his back. I wondered if he was still smiling. I went home, ate, and slept. I woke up around 1:00 p.m., the time my dad usually gets home from work. My mom and I were talking about the day and I had completely forgotten about the man. Then my dad arrived and told my mom he had been standing there since morning. I ran to the window and sure enough, he was there staring at the bushes, not moving a muscle. Before coming home, my dad went to the man and asked him why he'd been standing there all day, but he didn't say anything. We were all so confused as to why he'd been standing there all day, especially in the winter. After dinner, before bed, my dad told us to lock all the doors and windows. He didn't usually say that, so I figured it was about the man. I locked everything and double-checked to see if he was still there. And to my surprise, he was. We went to bed, and the next morning, I was eating breakfast and watching TV when I suddenly remembered the man. I looked out the window and he was gone. He hasn't been seen since. We were all horrified by it, but after a few days, we all collectively forgot about it. I asked countless questions like, why was he standing there? Why was he staring at the bushes? Was there something in the bushes? But we never got any answers, and the man standing outside still remains a mystery. It was a normal, cool evening. My mom and I were heading to Kohl's to buy some new clothes for me since I had outgrown my old ones. We walked in, and at first nothing seemed out of the ordinary. At one point, I grew bored of looking at clothes, so I told my mom I was going to explore the store on my own. She nodded and told me to stay close. As I wandered off, I noticed a woman. She was dressed in all black with long black hair, and she was staring right at me. Her eyes were wide open, black eyeliner streaked down her face. Her eyes were so wide it looked unnatural. A wave of fear hit me. I frantically looked around for my mom. When I couldn't find her, panic started to set in. Then I turned back. The woman was even closer, smiling. That same unsettling, creepy smile. I didn't have a phone, so there was no way to call my mom for help. Thinking quickly, I darted into the clothing racks, trying to hide. Then a hand grabbed my shoulder. I stifled a scream and spun around. It was my mom.